welcome back to the vlog. It feels like so long since I've picked up the camera, and it's literally only been like 10 days. I had a little bit of a week off last week. Well, not really off. You'll have seen by the time this comes out we had one, well actually two, but the puppy core video was just a random idea I had. The metabolism video was an idea I had. Actually, one of you had put it in the comments and I thought it would be a really interesting topic to cover, so let me know if you enjoyed that kind of video, you like that style, you want more, any topics you want to cover, or you want me to just stick to these daily, weekly, whatever lifestyle vlogs. Since I did have a few more days, I've decided to vlog the weekend because I never really pick up the camera on the weekend because the vlog always goes out on a Sunday, and for me to vlog a weekend it would literally be a very tight turnaround and probably completely impossible. But I thought, why not do the weekend, because that metabolism video is going out tomorrow, so then I've got the whole week to edit. Those of you who don't know, I do now work for myself effectively. Whether I can call it work, I don't know, but I work online as a dietitian, and then I also create content both on Instagram and here. More on Instagram around like sports nutrition tips as well as my running journey, and then you will know here because you're subscribed, and if you're not, please subscribe. It means that weekdays and weekends can very easily blur into one, and I definitely got into the habit of that just every day of the week was kind of a work day. And while as much as I absolutely love what I do and it doesn't feel like work, I think I needed to get better at making the weekends the weekend to be able to rest and relax, and then the weekdays more focused on work. So I have been trying to work a lot less, do some fun things, do some different things at the weekends. I do still get some work done because honestly it makes my brain a little happier to get that work stuff done, and it means that I can work a little bit less on my really hard training days because I can just move the hours that I do then working to the weekend. The return to run is going well. I had a really hard bike session yesterday and pretty heavy lift, so my legs are a little tired, and today was actually meant to be my long run of the week. I think I've got 10k this week, but I've decided to move it to tomorrow just because I want to give my legs a little day extra. Even though I didn't run yesterday, I think them being tired and running is probably not the best idea, so I've moved my cross train. I've just got an easy long run, I guess you could say, cross train today, and then I've got the run tomorrow, so that'll be fun, and I'll bring you along for both of those. And then probably just jam-packed with enjoying this second heat wave in England. I think we're up to 32 or 33 today. Playing with the puppy, you're gonna see how much she's grown. She's like a proper dog now almost. It's kind of crazy how quickly she's growing. She can go out on walks as well. I don't think she could do that when I last spoke to you, so we've been taking her out on little like 10-minute walks, and that's super fun. And yeah, just trying to be present and making the most of this little life I'm getting to enjoy. I decided to head out on a little walk when I first woke up because I really miss getting out in the early hours of the morning. I say early hours, it's 5:30, so it's not that early, but I've been doing all my runs in like midday because I cross train early in the morning to avoid it getting too hot in there because it already gets too hot. Like I said, I'm trying to switch up my weekends a bit, so normally I'd be training early in the morning, but I was like, oh, why not? Let's get out on a walk and then we'll train later, and I can have a proper breakfast before I train. However, I do not know how all those influencers do it when they like wake up and then just drink their electrolytes and then go on like a sunrise walk, get a coffee, fill in 20 pages of journaling, do their work, clean the house, and then eat breakfast. Like, I am hungry. I've decided I'm a wake up and eat kind of girl, which I guess is my superpower when it comes to being able to train early in the morning, so I will take that. But yeah, you girls, I don't know what's going on with your appetite, or maybe we're just flip-flopped, but I don't know how you get all that done and don't feel like you're gonna pass out without having anything to eat. So that being said, let's go and make a big bowl of oats to get this weekend off to a good start. surprisingly my heart rate was so much better than it's been all week. It was an average of 147, which for push training in 29.6 degrees, I'm pretty impressed with. Is this heat training? I don't know. But yeah, pleased with that. Again, it was just an easy 90 minutes. Listened to a podcast for an hour and then watched YouTube for half an hour. So passed by pretty well. I did force myself, so I always take a gel when I do like ones over 90 minutes, but I normally put it on a table and I just reach for it because there's no bottle holder. But I was like, no, Lauren, you need to drink, because I'm so bad at drinking during workouts. So I put the gel over here. So I had like a 2-minute break at 50 minutes in, just to have a gel and down the bottle of water, which was honestly needed, but feeling really good. My muscles are obviously a little sore, but I've worked hard yesterday, so that is normal. Hip is fine, so we are pleased with that. I need to go and have a shower because I am sweaty, as you can tell. Refuel, I'm really craving like a yogurt bowl loaded with a bunch of granola and fresh fruit and peanut butter. That just sounds so good right now. I've been trying the Bio and Me granola. I was sent some by them very kindly, and it's so good because it's not sweet at all, which I love, because I'm more of a muesli fan than a granola fan. I don't normally like granola. I normally prefer muesli, but I actually am loving this granola. I've got the cocoa and the blueberry. I think I spoke about these in the last video, but I've been loving them as like an afternoon snack pick-me-up. They got 9 grams of protein and a really good dose of fiber, which I did do a post on how like fiber is really, really important. And yes, runners want to limit it before training, but you still need to have it because gut health is extremely important. And having worked with a lot of very, very sick gut health patients back in California, I can say that your future self and even your current self will thank you if you make sure you get enough fiber, but you don't have to go overboard. I know some runners are off from one end or the other. They have like no fiber or way too much fiber, so find happy middle and you'll be okay. Trying a new yogurt. These are the Danone Get Pro. I don't know. They just look fun, and it was like £5 for £5 in the supermarket, so thought I'd give them a try. But we got a big old loaded yogurt, plum, peanut butter, and that granola I mentioned. And what do they say? Time flies when you're having fun. Can't believe it's 12:15 already. I feel like time has flown, but I've also got a lot done. Did a carousel all about iron, very important. Got back to a few emails. I had some really positive comments from some athletes I'm working with, which just made me smile, and yeah, it's always really, really nice to see that. So just got back to them and then got outside in the garden to get some sun, did some content planning for next week. I always like to write it out by hand. I just feel like I get so much better ideas when I've just got a pen and paper. Now I've just made some lunch. I actually did a post, it went live yesterday, which was Friday the 10th, if you want to scroll back through my Instagram, all about how you can like still have a salad, because I think salads are demonized in like athletes sometimes. It's like, oh, you shouldn't have a salad because it's not energy dense enough. And if you just have a plain vegetable salad, no, it's not, but you can definitely have a salad and still make it fit. And if you're anything like me, in this weather, all you're craving is like a fresh salad. So basically the simple thing is like load up your plate with loads of colorful veggies. A little hack is to try and get 2 to 3 different colors, because the different colors provide you with different micronutrients. So I've got like lettuce, cucumber, carrot, tomato, beetroot, and spring onion. Then you want to add the carbs. So carbs are really important. This is where a lot of people miss out on salads, is they think the vegetables are carbs, but they're not. I've got a full sweet potato that I just added olive oil, salt, pepper, and roasted up in the air fryer. Really, really simple. Then you want to go for your protein. So I've got a big full tin of tuna mixed with some mayo, and yep, just pop that on top. And then you want to add your healthy fats. So my dressing for my salad is going to be olive oil, and I did sweet chili this time instead of balsamic. And then I've also put some pumpkin seeds on top. Little things to make it extra special. So you could add like strawberries to make it fresh, or like something to make it crunchy. I added some hummus on the side and just a drizzle of sriracha on top. So this is a salad, but it's also going to fuel me really well for lunchtime until I get hungry this afternoon. But I'm gonna enjoy this in the sun, probably try and chill for a bit. I'm rereading Atomic Habits and I'm finding it so interesting. So I'm reading it but like taking notes as well. So just trying to make the weekends a little bit more like a weekend. We are having our kitchen remodeled on Monday, which is gonna be a little insane, but everything is having to be cleared out. So if I need to be of any help, I will be, but I'm trying to stay out of the way right now. So yeah, that is the plan for the rest of the day, and I'll check in with you later. This truly is how the British countryside should be experienced. Piping hot summer's day, blue skies, the grass is being cut for hay, not a soul in sight. This is what I absolutely love about England. As I said, I'm trying to do things different and I haven't done this walk in ages. I absolutely love it and I haven't done it since I came back. And I think one of the reasons is I was just thinking that I used to take Megan here all the time and she loved it, and I think it kind of reminds me of her, which makes me sad, but I know that she'd be happy that I was enjoying it. So I wanted to come up here, and it's just so calm up here. Thankfully it has been cut by the farmers because we've got this dry spell, because otherwise I think this would be quite impossible to walk through with the length of the grass at the moment. I do want to try and get out more, like go and do things, drive to places to walk, maybe find some little like village fetes or festivals and things. That would just be fun to do. See if there's a farmer's market, I don't know. Just something that spices up the weekend a little. I'm not someone to go out drinking, partying, etc. But just things that are outside my daily routine definitely make it a little bit more special at the weekend. But I was just listening to a Mel Robbins podcast. I absolutely love her podcasts. I've read her book, and yeah, I think they are so good. But I think this one was called something like 9 reminders, along those lines. Like 4 or 5 was that no one is coming to save you, but also no one is coming to stop you. And I think this can be in so many aspects of life, whether this is you're currently in like a cycle of underfueling, you're in an injury, you're in financial stress, you hate your job, you're in a bad relationship, I don't know, whatever it is, maybe you didn't put yourself in a situation, but you're the only one that's going to get you out. You've got to stop waiting for someone to come and save you. You can have the best dietitian, the best coach, the best sports doctor, whatever it is. They can help you get there, but ultimately the one that's going to get you there is yourself. And I think that was one of the big turning points for me, was like, I am the only one that can get myself out of this mess. And so I just worked so hard on myself. That was how I managed to get out of it and get to the place where I am now. But also the other big thing, like the other half of it, is no one is going to stop you. What do you want to achieve in life? What do you want to aim for? I've publicly said I have some pretty big goals that, yeah, are they achievable? Possibly. Are they going to be really hard to get? Yes. But no one is going to stop me, and the only person who's going to stop me is myself. I think that's one thing I still need to work on, is not getting in my own way, whether it's making the wrong decisions when it comes to training, not asking for help, because asking for help is very different from expecting someone to save you. You can actually save yourself by asking for help because you realize that you need that external voice in your life. Yeah, whether it's like going on those trips, pushing myself out there to brands, I think I've realized that I was kind of waiting for someone to help me grow and help me build the business, and it's like, that's not how it works. I need to be the one that does it, and I need to stop getting in my own way. So that's just a little thought for you today as you're listening. Maybe think of one area of your life or one little thing that maybe you're getting in your way, or you're waiting for someone to save you, and where can you start to save yourself and or get out of your own way. Almost home, and honestly I feel so much better than when I left. So this is just something to get out in nature. Oh my god, there was a dead mole. No, sorry, distractions aside, That episode was incredible, so I wanted to share one other point with you. You want to go and listen to it all, because every single second of it I was like, I wish I had a notebook to write stuff down, and I'm probably going to listen to it again and write stuff down. One thing that maybe you want to journal on or just think of, and I was like, I feel like I should be journaling on this every day, just a really quick 5 minutes, is what is one thing today in your life that either your past self or maybe your 90-year-old self would really wish they had. So let's say it's pouring with rain and you've got a 10-kilometer easy run to do. Maybe you've been injured in the past. Your past self would have given anything to run 1 kilometer. Don't complain about the 10 kilometers. Put a smile on your face, skin is waterproof, and get out there. And then maybe something that your 90-year-old self would wish that you'd maybe taken in more. It could be something as simple as, oh my gosh, I've got to go and do the grocery shop, or I've got to clean my house. Maybe when you're 90, hopefully not, but maybe when you're 90, you're wheelchair bound, or you're not able to do that yourself, and you'd give anything. I know my granny would give anything to go to the supermarket to pick out her stuff. She's unable to do it without someone to take her out, and we do try and take her out like once a month or so, but otherwise she gets her shops online. And for her, so much joy comes from literally being wheeled around the supermarket and being able to see the things on the shelves and pick it out. But for so many of us, we see the grocery shopping as a chore. Like, oh, I have to go to the grocery store, I have to deal with all these annoying people, I have to stand in the checkout line and waste my time. But just think about how many people would just give anything to do that. And yeah, that's one way to really put a positive spin on your day, especially if maybe you're feeling negative about it. I booked the trip. It's been going on forever for me, like trying to get back and forth with the Airbnb, but yeah, I'm gonna be in Europe for a month, starting in just over a week, which is really exciting. It's always a scary thing for me to do, like spending that amount of money on things, and just the unknown of, am I gonna like it? Is it gonna be okay? Am I gonna be able to sleep there, etc.? But I've just learned that just going for it, pushing myself out my comfort zone, I've never regretted anything, and I always say that if I do regret it, then I always learn something from it. So yeah, we are feeling excited. I am actually just about to make dinner, making some pizza. So I made some quick pizza dough. This is not the one which you like leave overnight, this is just a quick one. So it's just been sitting outside to brew for a bit, but now I'm gonna go in and roll it out and add the sauce, cheese, and toppings. So like I said, trying to mix things up at the weekends, got more time, able to make a fun dinner, not just the usual like rice or potatoes with the protein and veg. So yeah, something fun to end off this pretty cool day today. Taste good because homemade pizza just always hits the spot, and there's something about making it yourself that makes it even more tasty. I have got the Monaco Diamond League lined up on the TV, so I am going to enjoy this, put my feet up, jump in the compression boots, and chill out for the rest of the evening. Good morning. I quite literally just woke up. I had a pretty bad night's sleep, to be honest, a combination of the heat in the bedroom, my mind racing more in a good way because I finally booked the trip, and I'm just so excited about the training, the work, the video ideas I had were just running through my mind. And then finally, I think I mentioned this in like two videos back or something, I let the heat get in the way of my appetite last night, and I definitely needed more food, so woke up at like midnight, I think it was, really hungry. So ate 2 slices of peanut butter and jam on toast, which then just messed up my whole sleep because I was awake at midnight and then took ages to fall back to sleep. But surprisingly, actually feeling somewhat energetic at just before 5 this morning. So thought I'd just get up, get started, get things moving. It's pretty much bright daylight right now already, and I've got a lot to get done, so let's get the day started. Look at me being all adventurous. I've driven to a new place to run. I say new place, it's right by the gym because I've got a gym session, so I thought I would drive in and do my run from a different spot instead of running from home, which is all about what the weekends are about. Got more time, able to go and explore some new places, but I've got about 15 minutes just to do my activations and things. Honestly, I'm feeling a little bit sick. I ate my normal breakfast, but then I realized it probably was adding that on top of basically a full sandwich at midnight. But I'm always of the mindset of, even if you've eaten at night for some reason, or late at night, or you wake up not feeling hungry, or you've had a big meal the night before, eat your normal breakfast, because otherwise you get stuck in a cycle of like eating little in the morning, then you overeat at night, then you eat little in the morning. So just get back on track with what you normally have. So I have my 3 slices of toast, and it probably is a little bit high in my stomach right now, but just got an easy run. I will let it pass. And honestly, having run underfueled, I would much prefer to run feeling a little bit sick than feeling depleted in energy. So that's just your little reminder that whether you had a huge meal last night, whether you wake up in the middle of the night and had something to eat, just eat your normal breakfast, get back on track, and it's the best way forward. I'm gonna do my activations, not my full routine that you may have seen I do at home because I haven't got a mat. So I'm just gonna do like the ones that I kind of learned in college. So they only take like 5-10 minutes, but just gets my muscles woken up. After I ate my breakfast, I did do some mobility and foam rolling. I was actually turned back on the Diamond League because I only watched like 15 minutes of it last night and I was hooked on it. There's something about athletics that I could just watch all day. So it's going to be an absolutely stunning day. I can tell the sun is shining through. Get the run in before it gets too hot. It's only about 16, 17 degrees right now, which is perfect running weather if you ask me. And yeah, let's go and enjoy this double-digit run for the first time in months. $10K complete, and I felt incredible. I'd forgotten how much morning runs just light up my soul. I don't know what it is, but there's nothing else like it. No drug on the planet could meet the feeling I get from a morning run. But it was 45:55, so just under 46 minutes, which is not bad. 4:35 pace and 1:38 average heart rate, so keeping it nice and easy. Only 10 minutes slower than I want to go through 10K and a half marathon to reach my goal to PR, but we've got a long way to go, and of course it wasn't a hard effort, so all in the right direction. And right now we're just focusing on staying healthy and building that volume, and intensity will come later. But I did get my flip round a little bit late because I missed the 5K split on my watch, so got about a 10-minute walk back to the car, but honestly that's probably good. My stomach was acting up the whole time. I don't know why, but yeah, not feeling 100%, but didn't let that get in the way of a good run. So hopefully this little walk will revive it so I can get some fuel back in me before I go into a lift. And just like that, we are back in the car, but the world is a lot more awake. Feeling so good, so happy. There's nothing like a run to me to bring some joy into my little life. I do have some overnight oats to eat, which I really do not want to eat right now. A recovery shake would have been a much better option, but I thought after an easy run I'd be able to stomach food, but obviously not. It's kind of bringing back vibes of if you've been here since the dietitian days. I was eating overnight oats on the way to work every single day, cold, but yeah, kind of miss them. I've had hot oats for months now since I've been back in England, but it's just the usual recipe: oats, protein powder, banana, blueberries, peanut butter, ground flaxseed, and cinnamon. So I'm gonna eat this. The gym opens up in 15 minutes and it's literally a 2-minute drive from here, so I'm gonna eat this, let it digest, and then go and get my little lift in to round off a pretty good week of training. Lift complete, and then I jumped in the sauna for 30 minutes and did the usual hair braiding to distract myself. I feel like everyone knows when I've been in the sauna now because I have my hair in 2 braids. But the lift was good. It was one of those that, like, on paper you're like, that's easy, that's gonna be like really quick to get through, and it was actually much tougher. Like, not heavy, nothing flashy, but exercises that make you really think and work muscles that you maybe didn't know you had. So I might actually feel that one tomorrow. But I'm glad I had the oats because I am hungry now, and I'm not sure I would have got through that lift if I hadn't had them. So I am going to head to a cafe just like 5 minutes up the road. It's a really nice one. Grab a coffee and a little snack, and I've got like 6 reels to edit. If I go home, it's not gonna get done. And I've got my lunch with me, so I'll probably go to the park, maybe sit down, have some lunch, and then I've got a little treat for myself planned this afternoon, so I'll bring you along for that. Such a productive morning. I've said it before and I will say it again and again. There's something about my brain that can only focus somewhere that is where I'm not living. Even when I was living in my own apartment or living with my parents, I literally can't sit for like 15 minutes and do a task without getting distracted. I just sat for like 2.5 hours, didn't even once think about getting distracted. But I got a bunch of editing done, all those reels, pretty much most of this YouTube video up to this point edited. I decided to go to McDonald's, I don't think I said, instead of the cafe, because I wanted to sit outside and have outdoor tables, and the coffee wasn't too bad, to be fair, so just had that and a protein flapjack bar. But now I am going to pop my bag in the car and then walk into town. I will bring my phone along with me, not the camera, so I'll try and get some clips, but this afternoon is going to be all about me relaxing and getting my body ready for next week. Made it back. I don't even think I mentioned, but I went and got a massage. So I love this Thai massage place in Newcastle, and I've been meaning to go back for ages, but it's just one of those things that I put off because I feel like it's a waste of time sometimes, but also I feel like it's a waste of money. And honestly, I could do a whole video on that because I've struggled and I still struggle with spending money on myself and investing on things that truly matter. I'm like the other end of a shopaholic, I guess you could say, and when I've deep dived into everything, I think I know some of the reasons why, which is why I'm working on them. I'm getting better at it, but it always makes me proud to do things like that. But I'm actually really pleased with today. It pretty much was one of those perfect Sundays. I mean, starting with a morning run, working hard in the gym, working on things that truly lift me up, like the content really does, and a good coffee, of course, then lunch in the sun, and finishing with a massage and some puppy cuddles. I couldn't ask for more. And since I managed to do a better job of not talking too much on this one, well, compared to last time, give me a thumbs up if you're pleased with me, because I'm proud of myself for doing it. And honestly, for the rest of the day, I'm probably just gonna chill out, because the one thing I probably haven't done today is rest, and Sunday is all about the Sabbath, so that's gonna be me for the rest of the evening. Make some yummy dinner. I feel like I've got some salmon fillets that I'm going to do with roasted chickpeas and quinoa in a kind of like carver style bowl. Maybe finish up the Diamond League or put another TV show on and actually learn to just chill for the evening and know that the editing and things can happen tomorrow. But from Maya and I, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are.